Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Today we're gonna work on this charm that I decided to call Dubai frame charm because in Dubai they have this huge building that looks like a frame and it's called Dubai frame. So I was like, okay, why not? This is a charm. You can use it as you like. You can do whatever things you want with it. You can attach to whatever projects you are working on currently, but I mainly did it for my interchangeable earrings project. So it's easy to put on this interchangeable earrings base and you have yourself a pair of earrings. Gorgeous, aren't they? So today we're going to work on this one because I think the colors here are nicer to work with and you'll be able to see what I'm doing. So for this, I think it's 12 rows, so you'll need about 48 3mm fire polishes for each charm. So I'm going to be using the same ruby red 3mm fire polished beads, and then all the seed beads I used are 11/0 Tohos. So I'm using turquoise, here's the code 413, then I'm using a bit of silver lined topaz, code is 22B, and this one at the top and the bottoms 25 CF. So these are the beads we'll be working today. Then you're gonna need the scissors to cut the thread, beading needle. I think I'm gonna be using size 10. I don't think I need any smaller. Then I'm gonna need a thread. I'm gonna be using red Nymo size B. You can use size D if you want. We are not using any small beads, so you'll be okay with size D as well. And you're gonna need a sharp pick to start off craw. Gosh, it's been so long I made a craw tutorial that it's a bit weird. Anyways, so I use this to start off my craw, and that's it. I'm gonna thread my needle with 2 yards and then we'll get to work. So let me explain how we're gonna work on this. I'm gonna start somewhere here in the middle. I'm gonna show you how to build these blocks of craw. Then I'm gonna show you how to make this turn, and then I'm going to show you how to make this turn, and then from there I will let you do this turn and back this turn yourself, because this turn is identical with this one. So whatever I do here, you will repeat the same thing here, and then this turn is identical to this one, so whatever I do here, you'll just repeat it here. And if you didn't get it first time, you know, just feel free to rewind and rewatch. Craw is not a very simple stage and not many people get it first time, so don't feel upset if you're not understanding. Just keep on rewatching. I will try to make it as clear as possible. So we're gonna start here. I'm gonna show you how to make turn here, how to make turn here. I will let you do this part yourself, and then I'm gonna meet you back here, and then we're gonna connect it. That's how we're gonna do it. So let's zoom in, and I'm gonna start by picking up one turquoise 11/0, which I'm using as a base color, and then one fire polish, one turquoise, and then one fire polish. So these are our main beads. And then I'm gonna drop it down. I'm gonna leave a short tail of about 6 inches that I can sew in later, and I'm gonna make knots. I'm gonna make 3 knots. 1, 2, 3. That's it. I just turned it into a circle-ish. I think I need to zoom in a bit more. And I'm gonna take my sharp pick and I'm gonna set this whole thing on my sharp pick. Like this. Hold this tail down. Here I am. I'm gonna take my needle. See where it is? It's stuck between 11/0 and the fire polish. I'm gonna take it through the fire polish. And we're gonna build our first craw unit. So these 4 beads are gonna make up the floor, the base of our craw unit. So we're gonna build the first wall. To do that, I'm gonna pick up one 11/0, one fire polish, one 11/0. And see this fire polish, the bottom bit here? I'm gonna come around the other side and pull my thread. So that's how it looks like. It's very wonky in the beginning, but don't worry about it. And then I'm gonna take my needle. Oh, let's pull it nice and tight. And then I'm gonna take my needle through the second bead of the floor, which is 11-0 after the fire polish. I'm gonna pick up two 11-0s, go through the side of the first wall we built, and straight through the floor bead we are coming out of right now. Then I'm gonna take my needle through the third bead of the floor, which is again a fire polish. I'm gonna pick up one 11-0 and then one fire polish. Take it down the side of the last wall and through the fire polish. That's the third wall built. Then we have to add the fourth one. To do that, I'm just gonna go through this bit here, the fourth floor bead, and up the side of the first wall. Pick up one 11-0, go down the side of the last 11-0 of the last wall and straight through the floor bead. Then I'm gonna go up, and if you look at the top you have 4 beads, so we have to go and connect them. To do that, I'm gonna go through the fire polish. I'm gonna go straight through the 11-0 and the next fire polish, through the 11-0 and the next fire polish. And that's how we connected the ceiling. So that's what you have. You have your first crawl unit. And from here, I'm just gonna take this from the pick, hold it in my hand, and we continue. From here, we just repeat the same thing over and over again. This top 4 beads are going to be the base of the next unit. So I'm gonna pick up 11-0, fire polish, 11-0, build our first wall by going through the same fire polish my thread's coming out of, go through the second bead of the floor, pick up two 11-0s, go down the side of the last wall and straight through the floor bead, go through the third bead of the floor, which is a fire polish, pick up 11-0 and fire polish, go down the side of the last wall and straight through the floor bead. Then we have to build the last wall. To do that, I'm gonna go through the last bead of the floor and up the side of the first wall, pick up one 11-0, go down the side of the last wall and straight through the floor bead. Then you go up and all I do is connect these 4 beads at the top, go through the fire polish, go through the 11-0 and the fire polish, go through the 11-0 and the next fire polish. That way I connected all the beads at the top. So we have 2 units, look. So you just keep on repeating the same thing. I'm gonna show you one more time. Pick up 11-0, fire polish, 11-0, go through the same bead through the other side. That's our first floor bead. Go through the second bead of the floor, pick up 2 11-0s, go down the side of the last wall and straight through the floor, go through the third bead of the floor, Pick up one 11-0 and then one fire polish. Go down the side of the last wall and straight through the floor. Go through the last floor bead and then up the side of the first wall. Pick up one 11 now. Go down the side of the last wall and straight through the floor bead. Then go up and connect the ceiling. Go through the first fire polish, then go through the 11-0 and the fire polish, and then 11-0 and the fire polish. So you have 3 units, and each and every one of them is built exactly the same way. So go ahead, practice more, add 2 more units, and then I'll meet you back here. So I went ahead, just added 2 more units. Now it's time to make a turn, but to make the turn we have to build 1 more unit on top of this that has slight change in the beads. So to do that, I'm gonna pick up red 11-0. The reason I'm using red, if you notice here, see I have this fire polish on the side, but to be able to keep that straight corners I can't add fire polish here, so instead I just used matching red 11-0s. Well, not exactly matching, but I decided to keep it slightly different, but it's also red. That's why we're using red 11-0s. So to make the turn, I'm gonna pick up 1 red 11-0, 1 fire polish, and then 1 turquoise 11-0. Come around the first floor bead, go through the second floor bead, pick up 1 red 11-0, 1 turquoise, go down the side of the last wall and straight through the floor bead, go through the third floor bead, pick up 1 turquoise 11-0 and 1 fire polish, go down the side of the last wall and straight through the floor bead, go through the last floor bead and up the side of the first wall, pick up 1 turquoise 11-0, go down the side of the last wall and straight through the floor bead, go up and connect the ceiling, go through the fire polish, go through the 11-0 fire polish, and then 11-0 and fire polish. And that's how your turn starts. So you have those 2 11-0s of different color. So what I do now, I'm coming out of the fire polish, I'm gonna go through the first red 11-0 here. From now on, what we do the exactly same units here, but every time you are picking up a fire polish, you pick up a red 11-0. That's all it is. So again, 1 turquoise 11-0, 1 red 11-0, 1 turquoise 11-0. So basically that red 11-0 just replaces the fire polish. Go through the same floor bead. So this 4 beads here will be our base now. That's how we make turn. Go through the second floor bead. Pick up 2 turquoise 11-0s. Go down the side of the last wall and straight through the floor bead. Go through the third floor bead, which is red 1, and then pick up 1 turquoise, 1 red 11-0. Go down the side of the last wall and straight through the floor bead. And then just pull your thread. And then the last wall, you have to go through the last floor bead, up the side of the first wall, pick up 1 11-0, go down the side of the last wall and straight through the floor. Then go up and connect the ceiling. So I'm gonna go through the red bead, through the turquoise and red, and turquoise and red. And that's it. Every unit you build exactly the same way on top of this. I'm going to show you one more time and you'll have to repeat it twice after that. So pick up one turquoise, one 11-0, one red one, one turquoise. Go through the same 4 bead that your thread's coming out of. Go through the second 4 bead. Pick up 2 turquoise 11-0s. Go down the side of the first wall and straight through the floor. Go through the third floor bead. Pick up 1 turquoise, 1 red 11-0. Go down the side of the last wall and straight through the floor. And then the last wall, go through the last 4 bead and up the side of the first wall. Pick up 1 turquoise, go down the side of the last wall and straight through the floor. Then you go up and connect the ceiling. Go through the red one, go through the turquoise and red, and then go through the turquoise and red. See? It's basically repeating the same as here, but instead of fire polish you are using red 11-0s. See? So repeat that 2 more times, add 2 more units using red 11-0s, and then I'm gonna meet you back here. Now I added 2 more units. Make sure you have 5 seed beads, 5 red seed beads before you start making your turn back to the fire polish. So I have 5 red seed beads, and now I'm gonna show you how to turn back towards adding the fire polish on this side. So here I am coming out. I added the last unit, connected the ceiling, coming out of the red seed bead. I'm gonna pick up 1 fire polish, 1 turquoise 11-0, 1 fire polish. So I don't add any more red beads on this side anymore. So fire polish, 11-0 fire polish, go through the same 11-0 through the other side, go through the second floor bead, pick up 1 fire polish and 1 11-0 turquoise, go through the side of the last wall and straight through the floor, go through the third floor bead, pick up 1 fire polish, 1 11-0, the turquoise, go down the side of the last wall and straight through the floor. Go through the last floor bead and up the side of the first wall. Pick up 1 11-0 turquoise, go down the side of the last wall and straight through the floor. Then you go up and connect the ceiling. And that's how you make the transition back to the fire polish. Look. Right? So now we just have to take our needle to this fire polish and continue our crawl just like we were doing in the very beginning. I'm going to show you 1 unit and then let you continue on your own. Pick up 1 11-0, 1 fire polish, 1 11-0. Go through the same fire polish my thread's coming out of, which is the first floor bead. Go through the second floor bead. Pick up 2 11-0s. Go down the side of the last wall and straight through the floor. Go through the third floor bead. Pick up 1 11-0 and then 1 fire polish. Go down the side of the last wall and straight through the floor. go through the last 4 bead and up the side of the first wall. Pick up 1 11-0, go down the side of the last wall and straight through the floor. Then you go up and connect the ceiling. Go through the fire polish, go through the 11-0 and fire polish, then go through the 11-0 and fire polish. See? So from now on, I'm gonna let you continue on your own. What you do, say you have 1, 2, 3 fire polish. Keep on adding more units until you have 11 fire polish on one side. So you have 3, you have to keep on adding until you have 11. That's when you start your transition to this side. Remember how we made the turn here? You added the unit, your last unit, where you had to combine 11-0s, red 11-0s, and then do that. So you make sure you have 11 fire polishes before you start your transition. Then you make a transition. Then you keep on adding these units. And then when you have 5 red 11-0s, you make the transition back to the fire polish just like we did here. So on this side, you have to have 12 fire polishes when I meet you here. So when you make a transition back up towards fire polish, so here I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 fire polishes. So I keep on adding units here until I have 5 in total, and then I'm gonna meet you back here. So I'm almost done. I added 11. Well, I kept on adding units until I had 11 fire polishes, and then I added the last unit where I had to add the red 11-0s, and then I kept on adding units here until I had 5 11-0s, and then I made the turn back towards fire polish. So here I have 7 fire polishes, here I have 5, so in total 12. So I have 12 here, 12 here. It's time to connect it now. So what I do, my thread is coming out of the fire polish here. Basically I add all those beads between each other using just 11-0. So my thread's coming out of this fire polish here. I'm gonna pick up 1 11-0 and go through this fire polish on the other side. Pick up 1 11-0 and then back through this fire polish again. So we just connect one wall at a time. So this side is connected. Now it's time to connect the internal wall. See? You just have 3 beads here at the moment. You have to add the last one. To do that, I'm gonna go through this 11-0. Pick up 1 11-0 and then go through the top 11-0 back. Then connect this 11-0 here back to the bottom 11-0. And then connect this side, go through the fire polish, pick up 1 11-0, go to the top fire polish, and just connect this 11-0 to the bottom fire polish. And then the last wall here, all we do is just connect these 4 beads between each other. All the beads are in place, I just have to connect them. And that's it. We are done. The frame is done. Now what we do next is optional. I added this gold line on the sides. If you want to add, you can add it. If you don't want to add it, you don't have to add it. It's entirely up to you. But I'm gonna go and add it. So that's just the tail, I think. Here's my thread. I'm gonna go through the side again, 11-0. And all I do is add golden 11-0 between each bead on the side. So I'm gonna pick up my golden 11-0, go through the next 11-0. So pick up 1 11-0, go through the next, pick up 1 11-0, Go through the next and keep on continuing. And then here at the top, without adding anything, I'm gonna make a turn. And continue adding the 11 now, the golden one. Plus, when you add this bit, it kinda makes your beadwork a bit more sturdier than it is right now. It's very simple. And then again, make a turn without adding anything. And then continue adding the golden one. And then the last one. And when I add the last one, all I'm gonna do is just go through this 11 row and through all the 11 rows on my way until I come out at the very end. That's it. And I'm gonna make my way to the other side. Go through the fire polish here, go through 11 now. Let's see if I can go through a couple straight at a time. Oh, I managed 3 here. And here, again, you add the 11 rows, the golden ones on the sides, and then get rid of the tails. And voila, our Dubai frame charms are ready. As long as you know craw, it's very simple in the making. If you struggle with craw, you know, just keep practicing. At some point it just clicks, you know. It's really the matter of understanding a bit of geometry, because all you do is build blocks. You build the same blocks over and over again until you get the shape you need. So, you know, just keep practicing. Don't give up. It's very easy once it clicks. So that's our Dubai frame charm, and you can use it with our interchangeable earrings. Look. Isn't it gorgeous? I love it. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Stick around for more and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.